And Barbara is strongly looking poised again to win at 20 degrees. I said 22 degrees today. I'm starting to wonder how foolish was I. 20 degrees is my number. And she jumped right on in this morning. She took it away. And you know something? I think she's going to win with it, which is really confusing me now. You know, that's just, yeah. What do you say to that? Well, I tell you what, believe me, it kind of sometimes makes you feel like throwing things. It really does when Barbara, I mean, all week, in fact, for the last month, Barbara has taken it out over me every day. Today I thought, you know, midwinter craziness, I'm going to go a little higher, see what happens. Gave Barbara a first shot. The first thing she said was 20 degrees. Yeah, good, nice, that's my number. Well, yeah, okay, let's move on. First of all, let me do this. Galaxy 107fm. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107fm. It is 16 after 10 o'clock, 18 degrees downtown, as everybody knows. Wednesday, middle of the week, the 23rd of June. And today I'm really excited because a good friend of ours, Chris Andreas, he's back in the house. Well, I tell you what, for everybody that's watching us now, welcome along. Believe me, you're going to absolutely love this. If you're going to watch a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? You do. Absolutely you do. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell, notifications. You know that. Yeah, when we have important people like Chris Andreas, and believe me, he is an important people. Check this out. Yeah, absolute. He's a winner. He really is a winner. So, we're going to be talking to him. But first of all, must have been about a month now since we've caught up with him. And the last time we caught up, we were throwing knives. You're right, here at Galaxy. So we've got a couple of minutes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, hey, on the songs that we're doing now, like, I kind of, like on the last record, that last one I did, Bonus of Stoners, I tried to make all the songs like really radio friendly, like 3 minutes tops, you know, but on this one, I just kind of went, well, let's just let the song take us where it's got to take us. And man, like, you don't know how much the guys in the band, I want to tell you, on behalf of the guys in the band, they all say thank you very much for spinning these tunes, because the guitar player was horrified that nobody would play any of these songs because they weren't going to be 3 minutes. Like, some of them are 5, you know.
Believe me, my bro, I understand. I really do. From a radio perspective, I get it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
from a DJ's perspective,
yeah.
play the bloody music. It's good music, right?
Yeah,
it is.
That's kind of the way I think the format of radio. I mean, if you go to terrestrial radio, I guess, or like, you know, all these people trying to get on those radio stations, what they don't realize is if you're not signed to a major label and you don't have massive management behind you, that's never going to happen. So you might as well try and make the best music you can and just hope that it gets out there and people listen to it, right?
Oh, hell yes, bro. Absolutely. And, you know, throwing knives gets requests. You know what I mean? I've got people emailing us, ringing us, so they want to hear Chris Andreas. Believe me, you've got a big following here at Galaxy, bro.
Sure. Well, that's why it's important that I don't sell this. You know what I mean? I don't, you know, I appreciate it, man. It's proving a lot of people wrong. You know, a lot of people were telling me, you know, make sure you keep the songs short. Don't, you know, make songs that people can dance to. All this stuff people try to, and I go, I don't even think about any of that stuff. I'm just writing songs, man. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't worry about any of that stuff. But
I must admit, and I got to welcome along Dwayne Watson as well. He's on board this morning. I must admit, when Barbara says to me, Grant, the next one's a ballad, I kind of thought, OMG, I better hear it first before I make a comment. So I'm in anticipation with that, Chris. I've got to be honest with you. And by the way, love to Jimmy as well.
Yeah. Jim's doing good. He's doing well. Doing really good. Yeah. No, and you're gonna be and then the next song I got coming is like a total ballad. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well,
I'm just putting songs up.
as you know, Chris, at the end of the day. At the end of the day, unfortunately, you see, I have to answer to a board as well, if you know what I mean. So it comes down to whether they allow me to play it. But I'm really looking forward to hearing it.
How are you?
Well, and I know exactly what you're saying because another friend of mine, Walter, he has a radio countdown show, and he literally, I sent him the song, and I didn't even expect him to play it. I just know he likes the tune, so I sent it to him so he could have a listen. And he said, he goes, I shouldn't be putting the song on here because it's too long, but I got to put the song on. So, you can't, to me, that's everything right there. That's awesome.
Exactly. Well, pass love back to the boys in the band and tell them we do play 6-minute songs here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's, you have a certain amount of power, so it's, and you use, and so I dig that, you know what I mean? Like, that's, I dig that a lot.
Very, very cool. James Bolt is in the house. John Pater is watching. Hey, brother man, hope you enjoyed your bike ride, actually. And Louis, nice to have you on board as well. Believe me, absolutely fantastic. We're talking to Chris Andreas coming out of British Columbia today. Dwayne, love your work as well. Can't wait to catch up with you and talk to you about 60 going on 17 and some of the words inside it too. It surprised me.
Dwayne.
Oh, Dwayne wrote a song and I'm in it.
Yeah.
He wrote a song. He's got me in the middle of the bloody song. I freaked out when I first heard it. I'll get Barbara to send you a copy of it. Believe me, it is hilarious. I loved it.
Dwayne, you set the bar high, brother.
Yeah, he does. You got to turn the mic on to make them work. Everybody tells me this all the time. Goodness, I forever forget these things. I really do. Maybe it's my Alzheimer's setting in. You never know. Maybe it's because I have a legend joining us this morning in Chris Andreas. And, I want to pass love on to his band as well. We will play 6-minute songs here. We really will. Now, Chris, at the same time, I want to welcome along...
Careful, because you say that, man. Louis is going to stick it to me and go, okay, they all got to be.
And he's
there
watching.
You go. Well, you know what? I don't mind that.
No, we're channeling our Allman Brothers jam on this stuff. So, if the jam's right, we just let her roll.
Absolutely, absolutely. Craig Devine is in the house as well. Nice to have Craig on board. And Chris. We are supposed to be meeting up at some stage. I'm supposed to be coming over there doing a little Sasquatch hunting, a little this, a little that. But right now, the tourism isn't as favourable over here right now. It's understandable. Same with over there. You must be finding it rather pleasurable to be able to get out on the road and not be hounded by bloody tourists.
Well, yeah, it was really kind of weird because I've lived on the island for 30 years, and it's been about the last decade. It's a lot of people have been kind of moving over here, and so yeah, I mean, one of the things about when everything was locked down was just a whole lot less traffic on the roads, a whole lot, so it was kind of nice.
Yeah,
So, but
yeah.
we got to get back to we got to get back to normal. So that's more important than anything else.
I totally agree, Chris. I really, really do. But, make silver linings while you've got them. You know what I mean?
I enjoyed it. I'll tell you, I will not lie.
Now, I got to be honest with you, Chris. I think you've come a long way since the days of Prince George.
Oh, well, in some ways I have, in some ways I haven't, because, I'm still that same dude. It's just, I've got mileage behind me now.
Yeah, well, believe me, I fully agree with you. And I think you've come a long way since we first met as well. There's something I've got to ask you, though. If you've been throwing knives and you are a professional knife thrower, many scars?
I've got a few.
Believe me, when I first heard scars, I absolutely loved it, 100% straight away. Even when I didn't know who, what, when, where, or how, I was listening it in my car, as you know, no information, just plays the song. I recognised this was a Chris Andreas song immediately. I really, really did.
That's the idea.
So tell me, Chris, tell me all about scars.
Okay, well, like we've talked before, and right before the big shutdown happened, I had the band, and we were rehearsing, and we were getting ready to have a very busy season, and then boom, all that went away. Well, I have a band fully rehearsed. I have another friend who has a mobile recording studio, and I'm a songwriter, so I thought, well, instead of just everybody, kind of sitting on their thumbs for however long, we didn't know how long we'd be locked down, let's make an album. So I was kind of writing the album as we were going. It was just like, so, even when I kind of look back now at some of the lyrics, it was almost like I was just channeling stuff. I wasn't even really thinking about it because I knew I had to keep up with the band because they learned these songs so fast. So, but Scars was, I think, the last one I wrote. And that one was really just, we were starting to feel, I could feel a real shift in energy with people, right? Like, people were becoming very anxious, and I knew that even when I knew we'd get past this, and we are getting past it, so I'm very happy about that. But I knew that people would still, they would have scars from this. We all will have scars from this last year and a half. Some will be big, some will be small, but we're all going to be touched by this. So Scars it is. So I thought that's even a good name for the album, just to kind of, sum up this whole year right there.
Chris, I absolutely agree with you, and believe me, we've been playing it, just haven't said anything to anybody, and believe me, it's been stirring the pot. Literally, everybody wanted to know who, what, when, where, and how. So right now, releasing it to the world through Galaxy, here is Chris Andreas and Scars. Yeah. Instantly, I knew this was you, bro.
Well, Dan, man, he's just a great keyboard player. So it's just, I got all these great guys I'm working with. So I just want to show them all off, So in doing that, you can't do that in 3 minutes, man. You need more time.
Absolutely, absolutely, bro. And I'm a big fan of the sound of this. This is a great sound. It takes me back to the 60s, 70s, with the yeah.
Totally. That's our engineer, Anthony Sharkey. We call him Tony, Tone Bone Malone. Tony. He's the guy that, when we started working with him, I've worked with him before, and I know him and I love him. And when we worked for my son, we want it to sound like an album that you would have picked up in the 70s. Like, that's what we wanted. Like, no Pro Tool or no auto tune on the vocals. Just we almost, when we tried to record it as much live off the floor as we could too, Grant. So we really wanted it to have that. So I really appreciate it. That's exactly what we were aiming for.
Well, something, that old school sound with the organ.
Yeah.
Instantly, you know, that instantly transports me right
Puts you to
back.
church immediately, man.
Yeah,
You're like,
man.
hallelujah.
Yeah, well, maybe not. Maybe the Peddlers. Do you remember the band The Peddlers back in the day?
No.
I believe me. Have a look. Maybe what is it? Black Knight, something like that. You know, with Deep Purple and stuff like that. That kind of era. You know.
Yeah, John Lord, Deep Purple. Yeah. Well, and really, that's you know. Yeah. As soon as Dan touches those keys, man, like. You know, it just elevates everything, and it you know, the jam is on. So it's, yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, he was in a reggae band for 10 years. He toured the world in a reggae band.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, you know, for me, it's like the Poko Harem kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That era feel about it.
Yeah.
And that's exciting. I want to bring that feel back again. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
like that stuff.
I applaud you.
Real
Sir.
instrument. Real instrument. Played by real musicians making real music.
There you go, and believe me, bro.
How do you not want that in your life?
Exactly.
You want that.
Exactly. I am right there. Believe me, bro. I applaud you with this. I do. Even though, as I said, I'm a little apprehensive on the next one. But, you know, hey, listen, we've got to give it a fair shot, too.
I think the next one actually comes in at a normal time, and it's a real piano ballad. So.
Okay, all right. But believe me, I was absolutely cock-a-hoot when I heard this for the first time.
Well, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. That's what we want to hear. That's what we wanted.
I actually rushed back in my car back to the studio and made production pump it through, and we played it straight away on the radio. It was like, yeah, I want to be a part of this one.
I appreciate that. No, much love, man.
Well, we do have to play on the radio because we want to make sure that they sound okay. You know what I mean? So we do,
Yes.
we do test them out. We do. So.
Well, yeah, you gotta make sure that you know, like, you know, you don't, yeah, quality control, man.
Absolutely.
Starts way with years.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't send you anything that I didn't think that you might not dig. I wouldn't do that to you. You know, I try to send stuff that because I got a pretty good, you know, bead on, you know, me and you have talked enough that I know you like the good stuff. So that's what I try to send you.
That's the one, bro. Anyway, let's wrap this up, but don't go anywhere, as you know, bro. But in the meantime, we will do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 27 away from 11 o'clock and 19 degrees, scaringly close to Barbara's prediction of 20 degrees, where I have been living for the last month. Thought I'd change something new. Barbara slips on in there. I think she's going to win again, which is scary. It really is. Scars by Chris Andreas here at Galaxy, a brand spanking new song released to the world today. Absolutely fantastic music, it really is. Takes me right on back to the day. 2021 International Singer-Songwriter Association Incorporated finalist.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit about this before we wrap things up, Chris. How did this happen?
Well, that's an organization that a lady named Tammany Duff started down in Atlanta, and basically she was just starting an organization for singer-songwriters to connect, you know, kind of network, you know, kind of help the independent musicians out, and it just kept growing and getting bigger and bigger, and I think they got like 40,000 members or something globally, and she decided to start an award show to kind of celebrate, you know, people and their achievements. And I won an award I think was it last year or the year before? And I'm up for, I think, 6 nominations this year, so fingers crossed, yeah.
Well, on here it says male vocalist, band of the year, album of the year, single of the year, music video of the year. You're just killing it, my bro. I am so proud of you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we're doing what we can. We're doing what we can.
Awesome.
Getting the word out there.
Absolutely, and we're certainly trying to do our part for you as well.
Awesome.
We better wrap this up right now, I've been told. But Chris, don't go anywhere just yet. You know what we do after this. But everybody that's joined us this morning, thank you so much for joining us. Don't go too far, because very, very shortly we're going to be going all the way over to Ontario to catch up with Madison Muir, and you're going to love her. You really, really are. But in the meantime, have a very happy and successful day. If you're going to watch this later on, over there on YouTube, sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. See you later. Bye. But in the meantime, Chris, hang right in there. For everybody else out there in Radio Land, here's the SOS Band.
I know you're gonna dig this.